Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my senior year through splicing, threading, and projecting. I have found my voice through 16mm film. Everyone who has sat through a movie with me knows that I'm the definition of that person, the one who makes a comment every 5 seconds and overanalyzes everything. Yet there's a reason behind the madness. I am fascinated by film. It wasn't until my junior year, on a lazy Sunday afternoon while I was watching Walt Disney's Tangled, that I realized that I too could be one of these people. I could be a filmmaker. So when it came to decide our senior projects, I knew I wanted to follow my passion for film. Basement Films is a micro-cinema, which means we collect what is considered old or dead technology. This includes 16mm films, projectors, and even a few VHS tapes. Our library includes about 8,000 16mm and 8mm films. Using this collection, Basement Films hosts screenings and workshops to allow members of all ages from the community to come in and experience 16mm technology. Before I started working with Basement Films, I wanted to learn more about their workshops, so I participated in their Women of Creativity 16mm Loot Poetry Workshop, and knew this is where I wanted to be. My work with Basement Films revolves around youth. I have facilitated and organized a total of 5 workshops: Harwood Arts Center, Young Women United, 508, Amyville High School, and UNM. I teach the students how to manipulate the film through drawing and coloring on it, hole punching it, and even scratching it. After this, people can write a poem to go along with their loop as sort of like their artist statement to what they have created. The following film is an example of this workshop.
I value my honesty, I write my life, I trust my respect, I honor my creativity, I give voice to opportunity.
Each class has brought something unique to the table, including a UNM student who found out he could scratch the film using a ruler. Most of the students in these workshops had never used 16mm film before, and it was my job to teach them how. This was my first time actually teaching, and surprisingly what helped me most with this was my Theater 130 class that I took at UNM. At first, I was worried my theater class wouldn't connect at all, but in this class we did frequent performances that made me feel more comfortable performing and speaking in front of others. While the majority of my workshops went wonderfully, there was one that taught me a valuable lesson about myself. I had organized a workshop with Warehouse 508 that was open to the public. It was the very first workshop I had done on this scale because most just happened in regular classes. Instead of rallying for people to attend, I was very shy about it. And as you can imagine, the turnout was very, very low, and it was really hard for me to handle this. Yet, it helped me learn that I need to advocate for myself more, and I need to raise my voice about what's important to me, and not worry about bugging people because chances are most people wouldn't be bothered if I just asked them to come to my event. Finding my voice as an advocator is something I will continue to do throughout college. I've also found a voice in many other ways through Basement Films, including helping out with events, creating programs, and even performing a slam poem with Albuquerque's esteemed poet laureate, Hakeem Bellamy.
Their parents think I created their little monsters, when it is them who created me. I am no Frankenstein.
I am no Frankenstein.
I also co-organized and curated the youth program of Basement Films' annual film festival, Experiments in Cinema. This event, along with my overall journey with Basement Films, has given me an understanding of what experimental film is. At first, I was worried that I just wasn't getting it, but then I realized it wasn't about getting it. Whether experimental or otherwise, film is about watching what an artist can create with only a camera and a story, watching their voice as an artist and watching them experiment. One of the final questions seniors must ask ourselves is, how did we change our community? I believe art is self-expression, and my main goal for my senior project was to provide an outlet for students to just be able to sit back and explore their creativity and let their imaginations run wild. And I feel through Basement Films, I have been able to accomplish this. Basement Films has helped me find my voice as a community member, teacher, experimentalist, and filmmaker. And I intend to take these lessons with me as I prepare to go to Northern Arizona University to study screenwriting. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone at Basement Films who helped make my project possible.